All right, we got about 10 more seconds. Hope you guys already recovered from the weekend because just like that, it is time. So let's go ahead and get ourselves all warmed up. We have our total body extensions, fighter bounce, we have squats, and our fast march with the twist. So let's go ahead and get ourselves all fired up in three, two, one. For today's workout, it is full body day today. We do have four groups of exercises. There's going to be two exercises in each group. Group one and group three, they're going to be 20 seconds of work with the 10-second transition. And then group two and group four are going to be 30 seconds of work with the 10-second transition. So what we're going to do is you can do 3 rounds through group one and three. So group one, you're going to do 3 rounds. Group two and four, you're going to do 2 rounds. So group one, you're going to do 3 rounds through that. Group two, 2 rounds. Group three, 3 rounds again, and then group four, another 2 rounds. After that, you will get a 60-second breather. That'll be our halfway point, and then we're going to go back into it again. We're going to repeat that again with all four groups, and then after that, we'll go into our stretches and move on with our Monday. But starting up at the top, we have is our first group. We have is our skaters. So this one, remember, you're going to go laterally to the side. Make sure that you're taking nice, big, deep steps side to side. Make sure you utilize that space, maybe about 4 to 6 feet wider than shoulder width apart at least. You can use your arms for momentum. Make sure that back foot does not touch the ground so it doesn't slow you down. And then once you find your rhythm, then you can start picking up that pace and be that strong skater that you know you are. And then our next exercise, we're going to go into our mountain climbers. So this one, you have your wrists right below your shoulders. Make sure that you're not pushing your body away from those wrists. Make sure you're driving those knees. You're not tapping the ground with your toes because they don't make your hips bounce. So you want to keep it nice and low with those hips as you're driving those knees. Keep it at a nice, quick pace. Otherwise, you can go into your front and back fast feet instead. Then our next group starts off with our lunges. So this is one of those exercises you can grab a weight with. So this one, you can do any style of lunge you choose. You could do a forward lunge. You can go into a reverse lunge. You can go just make sure you're still alternating between each foot so you can get equal reps with both legs. And then you could also do those cross balance lunges as well. Just make sure, remember, you're keeping your chest forward. You're bringing that back knee as close to the ground. Unless you're doing those side lunges, you can make sure also in those side lunges you're still going on both legs, still getting the same amount of reps on both sides on those ones. And make sure, remember, get that 90-degree with that front knee as well. And that front knee does not go in front of those toes. Otherwise, you can go into Heisman's instead. Our next exercise is going to be our squat upright row. So everybody at home, if you have a weighted bag, you can use that one. You're going to get deep into your squat, keep your chest forward, and then after you finish that squat, you go into the upright row. Make sure you're leading with those elbows and not those wrists. Make sure that those weights go right below your chin, not anywhere higher or lower. You want to keep it nice and controlled with those, whether you're using your weighted bag. You can also use dumbbells as well. You can hold the dumbbells on the inside of those ones, and then you lead with those elbows up at the top. If you're going to use one dumbbell, you're going to hold the inside of that dumbbell instead. And if you have a kettlebell, especially here at the gym, you get that kettlebell, hold that kettlebell, lead with those elbows on that. Otherwise, you can do front raises instead. Then our next exercise is going to start off with our leaping sprints. You're going to run in place for about 4 or 5 steps, and then you're going to leap laterally to the side, but take a big, deep lateral jump to the side. Utilize the space you have here at the gym. You have plenty of space in your square at home. You should have plenty of space there. Utilize that space. Get some nice, big, deep lateral jumps, and also keep running in place at a nice, quick pace with those. And then our next exercise is going to be our butt kickers. So you're going to lead, get those heels all the way to your glutes on this one. I just want to get that stretch in those quads and those thighs. As you get those heels as high as you can on this one. If you can't get them all the way to your glutes, just go as high as you can and go at a strong pace. Otherwise, if it does bother your knees, you can go into a run in place instead. Then our final group starts up with our straight leg deadlifts. This is that exercise where you can use those heavier weights with. Just make sure, remember, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. You're hinging and pushing back at the hip. Your knee should just be bending slightly, but as long as you're hinging and pushing at the hip, you're getting that stretch in those hamstrings. Everything should flow through in motion. Once those shoulders start to round forward, that's when your range of motion ends. So try to make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. You do not want to compromise your lower back. You want to keep it nice and flat. And then when you go into our thrusters, so this one, remember you're holding either your weighted bag or your dumbbells right on top of your shoulders. You're hinging and pushing back at the hips just slightly. You're using that movement to build that power. It'll help you get those shoulder presses up at the top of those reps on those ones. If you do need to go into a kickstand, you can have your back foot back. If you do have any lower back issues, that help you get those reps in. That way, you can still do that thruster movement as well. And then if you just need to go into those shoulder presses instead, you can do that also. And then make sure you're still getting those shoulder presses up at the top. Those are exercises. Otherwise, you can also do piston rows instead. So those are exercises. We're going to get started up with our first group, starting up with our skaters. So everybody, let's get this. Novemi, forgot to introduce Novemi onto a return back. All righty, guys, let's get this started. Skaters to start off with our first group. We're going to get this a Monday, a full body day started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And we're doing those lateral steps side to side. Remember, get that back foot back. Make sure you're not tapping the ground with that back foot. Going at a good, strong pace. You got about 10 seconds. Keep it up, you guys. After this, we're going to go into our mountain climbers. Keep it up. You have 3, 2, 1. I remember mountain climbers, wrists right below your shoulders. Keeping those hips nice and low. Otherwise, you can go into those front and back fast feet. We're starting in 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, the goal is not to tap the ground with those toes. It's going to make those hips bounce. Perfect, everybody. You got about less than 10 seconds. We're going to go back into those skaters. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, back on your feet, everybody. We're going right back into those skaters. We get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, about 10 seconds. After this, we're going to go back into those mountain climbers. We have 3, 2. Get those last skaters in. 1. All right, back to the mountain climbers. So you can do those front and back fast feet. Just make sure you're ready when you get started right on the dot. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Teresa's showing you those front and back fast feet. Remember, 2 feet forward, 2 feet back. Once you find that rhythm, you can start picking up that pace. Mountain climbers, make sure your wrists are right below those shoulders. You're driving with those knees. You have less than 10 seconds. We're going to go back into those skaters. You have 2, 1. All right, back to the skaters. Get ready, everybody. We get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. There we go, everybody. You got this. I had a few more seconds. Pick up that pace. Next time we're going back to those mountain climbers. Remember, mountain climbers, wrists right below your shoulders. Otherwise, you can do those fast front and back fast feet if you need to. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Keep driving those knees and those mountain climbers. Make sure you're not picking those hips up. Make sure those wrists do not go in front of those shoulders. They have 10 seconds. We're going to be moving on to the next group after this. We're going to go into our lunges or those Heismans. We have 3, 2, 1. Remember, lunges, you can grab weights with it. You can choose your style of lunges. Just make sure you're still sticking with that form. Otherwise, you do those Heismans. We have 2, 1. Let's go. Keep it up. Remember, if you're doing 4 lunges, side lunges, cross balance lunges, make sure you're still getting equal reps on both sides. Less than 10 seconds. Next up is going to be those squat upright rows, or you can do those front raises. All right, guys, squat upright rows. Grab your weights, dumbbells or kettlebells or weighted bags. We'll get this started in a 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're going to get deep into those squats and then lead with those elbows up at the top. Keep it up, everybody. Couple seconds going back into those lunges or those Heismans. So everybody get yourself in position. We'll get this started in a 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, on those lunges, you're getting that back knee as close to the ground as possible. Still working both legs. All right, everybody, we're gonna go back into 2 of those squat upright rows or those front raises. We'll get this started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, get deep into those squats, lead with those elbows on those upright rows. Otherwise, you can go into those front raises instead. Keep it up, everyone. Stick with it. You got about 10 seconds after this. We're going to be going into those leaping sprints. Seconds, we have 2, 1. All right, leaping sprints. So be running in place. You're taking that big, deep lateral step. We're going to get started in a 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Keep that chest forward. Keep running in place. Remember, take a big, deep lateral jump to the side. You guys are crushing it. Everybody at home, keep moving. All right, next up is going to be those butt kickers. We're going to get driving those knees all the way up to those glutes. We're going to get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You're going to also do the run in place if those butt kickers do bother your knees. You had about 10 seconds. We're going to go back into those leaping sprints. Keep it up, everybody. Get those reps in. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, leaping sprints again. So make sure you're in position. You're ready to start right on the dot. We'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Run in place. Move with the purpose. Don't just go through the motions. You want to give it everything you've got. You got about 10 seconds. Everybody at home, keep moving. Keep working that heart rate. We're going to go back into those butt kickers after this. Keep it up, you guys. Got a few more seconds. Down to 2, 1. All right, butt kickers or that run in place. We'll get this one started in a 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Teresa's showing you that run in place. Remember, you want to run as fast as you can in that stationary running position. Remember, you're not first, you're last. You're all champions. We're all winners. You have less than 10 seconds to go back into those leaping sprints after this. We have 2, 1. All right, leaping sprints. Make sure you're ready. You guys are doing incredible. Starting right on the dot. We'll get this started in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Oh, you guys are incredible. You came in with an amazing amount of energy. Recovered over that weekend, and we're all ready to give it everything we've got. We have 10 seconds. We're going to go back and do those butt kickers or that run in place. Stick with it. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, butt kickers are run in place. Remember, want to start right on the dot. We're going to get this started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're doing those butt kickers. Remember, you're getting those heels all into your glutes. You got about 10 seconds. After this, we're going to grab those heavy weights. We're going to go into those straight leg deadlifts. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your weights. We're going to get this one started. Squeeze. We get this started in 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, make sure you're getting all those reps and you're utilizing that time. No stopping early. We want to push ourselves. We want to challenge our body. No holding back. Keep it up. Keep pushing. Less than 10 seconds. Next up is going to be those thrusters. You have 3, 2, get one more rep. All right, when we go into those thrusters, you guys remember holding your weights right up on your shoulders, hinging and pushing back at the hip. We're going to get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And fight for those reps. Want to be starting right on the dot. No late starters and no early stoppers. Hit those presses. Make every rep count. Because we're all going to build that lean muscle. We're all going to get better. We're all going to get stronger. 10 seconds. Get those reps and enough time for 3, maybe 4 more reps. We're going to go back into those straight leg deadlifts. We have 3, 2, 1 more thruster. All right. Straight leg deadlifts. Grab those heavy weights. Get yourself ready in position, starting right on the dot. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Perfect. Feel that stretch in those hamstrings. Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. You're not rounding those shoulders. You're not compromising that lower back. Incredible reps. You have about 10 seconds. We're going to go back into those thrusters again. Or you can also do those piston rows. Loving the reps at home, you guys. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your 2 weights, thrusters or those piston rows. Remember, you're hustling. We're going to start right on the dot. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's get these reps in, everybody. Remember, the harder you push yourself, the better you're going to be. So keep fighting for every rep, every second. Awesome job. Oh, Debbie, lifting with those thrusters. Keep it up, you guys. 10 more seconds. We get a minute breather after this. So we get those final reps, and Teresa's showing you those piston rows. We have 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, you guys. We'll grab some water, take some nice, slow, deep breaths. You do have a minute breather before we get back into it. You guys did excellent in that first half. But I know you can even push it even further in this second half. So keep taking those slow, deep breaths. We do have a little bit of time. I will go ahead and give you guys the word of the day is positivity. Let's all stay positive. Let's stay focused. Let's push ourselves all the way to the end. No holding back. Like I said, let's make this second half even better than the first half. We have about 20 seconds before we get right back into it. We're going to go back into those skaters, that first group to start off with. So make sure you guys all are ready. About 10 more seconds. Take one more slow, deep breath. Because we're going to dominate. Get ready, you guys. We're going to get this started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, push yourself from the first second all the way through the last. No early stoppers. You have 10 seconds after this. We're going to go into those mountain climbers. Keep it up, everybody. You have 3. Keep it up. Keep it up. 2, 1. All right, mountain climbers, wrist right below your shoulders. Otherwise, you can do those front and back fast feet. We'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, love it all. Everybody starting right on the dot. If you need to go into those front and back fast feet, Teresa's showing you those. 2 feet forward, 2 feet back. Make sure, remember, on the mountain climbers, those wrists do not go in front of those shoulders. They stay right below your shoulders. You're keeping those hips low. You're driving with those knees. We have a couple seconds. Next up, going back to those skaters. Get ready, everybody. We'll get this one started in a 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Remember, you are a skater. You're going to win that Olympic gold. Use your arms for momentum. Make sure that back foot is not tapping the ground. Less than 10 seconds. We're going to go back to those mountain climbers or those front and back fast feet. We have 3, 2, 1. Guys, working through every second. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. We're going to get this started in 3, 2, 1. Back to the mountain climbers. Remember, we can also do those front and back fast feet. I see Nicole run nice and quick with those fast feet. Remember, those feet should be a blur. Even up with those mountain climbers. No holding back. Utilize every second. You have less than 10 seconds going back into those skaters. We have 3, 2. Keep it up. Keep it up. 1. All right. Back to the skaters. Back on your feet. And ready, everybody. We're going to start right on the dot. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice. Work right on the dot. And remember, utilize every second. You don't want to have any reps left behind. I want you to leave in this workout knowing that you did everything you could, less than 10 seconds. We're going to go back into those front and back fast feet. One more time. We have 2, 1. All right, mountain climbers or those front and back fast feet. We're going to get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Teresa's showing you those front and back fast feet. Otherwise, if you're sticking with those mountain climbers, remember, keep those wrists right below those shoulders. Keeping those hips low. 10 more seconds. Last opportunity with this exercise. No holding back after this. We're going to our lunges, or you can do those Heismans. Keep working all the way through those final seconds. We have 2, 1. All right, lunges. Any style, just make sure you're working both legs. Otherwise, you're going to do those Heismans. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. If you're doing those lunges, make sure you're getting that full range of motion. You're getting that back knee as close to the ground as possible in those front and reverse lunges. Have less than 10 seconds. Next up is going to be those squat upright rows, or you can do those front raises. We have 2, 1. All right, either grab your weights, your weighted bag, or your kettlebells. Otherwise, you can do those front raises also. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Less than 10 seconds. Next up is those lunges or those Heismans. We have 2, 1. All right, lunges or Heismans. Just make sure you're ready to start right on the dot. We have a 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, push yourself. Make sure you're starting right on the dot. And make sure you're utilizing every second you have. There we go. 2 more seconds, and we're going to go back into 2 of those squats to the upright rows. Otherwise, you can do those front raises. Make sure you're ready, everybody. We're going to get this started in a 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah. I got about 10 more seconds. We're moving on to the next group we have is those leaping sprints. Get those last reps and make sure you're not dropping your chest. We have 3, 2. Get that last rep. Make it count. All right, leaping sprints. Remember, you're running in place, taking that big leap to the side. We're gonna get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, utilize the space you have. Either if you're in the gym, you have your square. Take a big leap to the side after your run in place. 10 seconds. After this, we're going to those butt kickers or that run in place. Even up, everybody. We have 3, 2, 1. All right. So butt kickers. Driving those heels up to your glutes. Otherwise, you're going to run in place. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There we go. Remember, butt kickers. You're driving those heels all the way up to your glutes. Perfect. 10 seconds. Keep it up. Remember, you're not stopping early. You're going all the way through those seconds. We're going back into our leaping sprints in 3, 2, 1. There we go, you guys. All right, leaping sprints again. We'll get this one started in a 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're going to run in place for a few steps and then take that big leap laterally to the side. No holding back. 10 seconds. We are working hard and we are going to reach our goals. Next up is those butt kickers. We have 3, 2, 1. Remember, if the butt kickers do bother your knees, you can do that run in place. Everybody, make sure you're ready. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Keep running in place. Keep driving those heels up to your glutes. Because we're all winners. That is our focus message of the week. We have less than 10 seconds. We're going to go back into those leaping sprints one more time. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, leaping sprint. No holding back. Last opportunity with this exercise. We'll get this started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Like I said, Fit Body Focus message of the week is we're all winners. But in order to be a winner, you have to plan and be prepared to be a winner. Keep that mindset. Always focus on your victories. Less than 10 seconds. Next time, we're going back to our butt kickers or that run in place one more time. We have 2, 1. All right. You guys are doing amazing. Keep it going. We're getting closer and closer. We have 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here we go. If a run in place, you want to still move fast. Don't just go through the motions. Work with a purpose. Work with intentions. You have 10 seconds. We're moving on to the next group. We have those straight leg deadlifts with those heavy weights. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your weights, your weighted bag, dumbbells. Remember, squeeze your shoulder blades together, hinging and pushing back at the hip. We're starting at 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. And make sure you do not round your shoulders. You're always squeezing your shoulder blades together. You do not want to compromise your lower back. Feel that stretch in those hamstrings, the back of your leg. Stick with it, get those reps in. Have 10 more seconds. Don't forget to focus on your breathing. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. After this, we're gonna go into those thrusters or those piston rows. We have 3, 2, 1 more strong rep. All right, thrusters or piston rows. Make sure you're ready to start right on the dot. We have 3, 2, 1, let's go. Teresa's showing you those piston rows. You're alternating between each arm. Make sure your elbows are going past your back. Your thrusters, remember, you're just hinging slightly at the hip. It'll help you generate that power to get those shoulder presses. If you have weighted backs, you can go into regular rows instead of those ones as well. We have about 10 seconds. We'll go back to those straight leg deadlifts one more time. Finish up those reps. Stay strong. We have 3, 2, 1 more rep. 1. All right, straight leg deadlifts. Let's fight for these reps. Let's all be winners. We have 2, 1, let's go. Stick with it. Keep that focus. We're all gonna be amazing. We're all gonna be proud of ourselves, but never be satisfied. Always think, I can always push myself a little bit further. Grab that heavier weight. Keep fighting with those deadlifts. Keep with that form, everybody. You have less than 10 seconds. All right, I have 3, 2, 1 more strong deadlift. Finish it up. All right, thrusters or those piston rows. Final exercise of the day, everybody. Final 30 seconds. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's dominate. Every single one of you, get those reps in. Make sure that you utilize every second remaining. No holding back. We're all going to earn this victory today. Just keep it up. You have about 10 more seconds. Oh, everybody at home, if you're doing this later, I can see you getting those reps in. You're doing amazing. We're down to 3, 2, 1 more rep. 1. Awesome job, you guys. Well, let's get into our stretches. We're starting up with our seated model stretch. Teresa's going to show you that stretch. You're going to be in a seated position, one leg extended out. You're crossing one leg over the top. And then you're having that opposite elbow on that opposite knee. You're going to twist onto that knee. Feel that stretch out. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale through your nose. You can also deepen that stretch as you exhale through your mouth. Take 2 to 3 nice big deep breaths. Make sure you're feeling that stretch out. Let the heart rate drop slowly. Once you're ready, you can go ahead and switch sides. with those legs. Feel that stretch out. Take a nice deep breath. It is May, our Fit Body charity, still Shriners Children's Hospital. Every 25 check-ins on Facebook and Instagram. We provide medical and therapeutic care for children with neuromuscular conditions. Hashtag Fit Body for kids. Once you're ready, you can go ahead and release that stretch. We're gonna go into our butterfly stretch. You're gonna get your 2 feet together. You can have your hands on your feet. Make sure you're keeping your chest forward. Feel that stretch out. For everybody doing the workout tomorrow is going to be upper body. You can use weighted bags or dumbbells. The elevated surface can be used for one arm rows and also your step ups. Keep feeling that stretch out. Also, it is week 2 of our challenge. Everybody, all your challengers, hope you all had a strong week 1 and ready to dominate this week 2 as well. Keep up that strong effort. Awesome job, everybody. We give you guys air fives, air elbows, and air knuckles. Also, want to also congratulate November bringing it back, coming back again on a return session, return back. Otherwise, awesome job, you guys. You also have a great day. Air fives, air elbows, air knuckles.